Here's a question that therapists might ask a client in a one-to-one setting. I try and avoid it, and I'll explain why. And it is this. It's perfectly well-intentioned, but I don't think it really helps, and I'll explain why in just a second. It is this. How do you feel about that? Now, when we are struggling with our mental health, whether it is anxiety or depression, or we're trying to recover from trauma or addiction, or we're experiencing burnout and fatigue, oftentimes our feelings can feel obscured from us. We can't really get a handle on them. We're trying to think in one way, but we feel something different, and trying to pick apart why that might be can be really challenging. It can be quite overwhelming. I know in my experience of having therapy myself, that question of how do you feel about that can be quite difficult to figure out, as I don't know how I feel about that. That's why I'm here in therapy. Here's a question and a way in which I would structure that with my clients to make it a bit easier to get into. Generally speaking, I think we will have a set of thoughts, how we think we should feel about something, or how we could feel about something if only X, Y, Z happened downstream of that, what we would do if only just, and if it was normal, or if there wasn't something wrong with me. All of this kind of logical, rational, practical ideas that we may have. And then on the other side of that coin, we'll have some sort of meaning, some sort of tone. What does this situation say about me? What meaning am I deriving from it? And it is the thoughts versus the meaning that create the emotional experience that we have. I'll give you an example. If I go and watch a football match as somebody that's not particularly interested in football, I can think about it, I could enjoy the spectacle of the football match itself, but because I'm not particularly interested in it, it doesn't mean a great deal to me. Now, I know people that are really, really passionate and ardent supporters of a team, and if they go and watch the same football match, then they are going to be really passionate about it because it means something to them. Now, if we imagine somebody else at the other side of the stadium supporting the opposing team, then they're going to have a different experience entirely because the meaning is very different, even though all three of our people, our imaginary people at this imaginary football match, are watching the same thing. So it isn't the thing that causes us the problems. It is the meaning that we derive from it, and it is the meaning almost amplified by how significant it is that creates the feeling. So if you are struggling with something in your life right now, instead of asking yourself what you think about it or what you feel about it, change it round and ask, what does this mean to me? What does this situation say about me in this situation, or how other people are interacting with me? Give that some thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Cheers. Bye.